podcast today is with Jernej Gajšek, the head of SolidCAM in the SolidCAM department in SolidWorks Slovenia. Jernej has been leading SolidCAM since 2018. What is incredible about his story is that Slovenia is tiny with a population of just 2 million. And Jernej succeeded in making SolidCAM number one there. We have 450 customers with about 700 licenses. So Jernej, tell us, what were some of the biggest challenges you faced initially after you took over from Alice, I think it was, and how did you overcome them? What were your strategies to achieve such success in such a small market?
Well, the first things I didn't even expect was I had some trouble trying to establish trust with some of the customers because of my age. I was only 25 when I took over, but that quickly changed. After initial conversations with them, they found out I already have 10 years of experience in machining work because I started in this field really young, working in my father's shop. He was an experienced mold maker.
Your father has a machine shop?
He used to have it, yeah, but then he retired and I moved on.
Ah, okay.
So this was solved pretty quickly, but I was also afraid how I was going to perform being a sales representative, because before that I was an application engineer. I had a lot of technical knowledge, but no experience in sales. But I quickly found out that with my vision that I want to help the customers, showing them all of my experience in technical knowledge, they started to trust me, and basically they saw me as somebody who's not trying to get rich, but somebody who's trying to help them be more successful. And this is how it turned out that I can also be a sales rep and also lead basically our SolidCAM department.
Yeah, listen, I mean, this is when I met you before in Slovenia, I could see that you're a people person. You know how to talk to people. I mean, you can see that you're a person that they can trust.
Yeah, I try to do that, and I also try to have great relationships with all of our customers and also with all of our partners, with machine tool resellers, cutting tool resellers, everybody.
Yeah, so what were some of the biggest challenges you faced in such a small market? Were there any challenges?
Not really challenges, because my predecessor, Alice, made a really good job. I just have to expand it. Basically, when I took over, we were on some kind of a verge because we've started expanding, but our team was still small. So I had to get additional people and start to learn how to sell things. And luckily, everything was
fell
okay,
into place.
we became successful.
Wow. So I understand that the partnership with TechSimp is a significant achievement. Can you share more about this collaboration and how and what it means for SolidCAM? Wait, but just to give our listeners some background, TechSimp is a big CNC machine reseller for Haas, Matsuura, Nakamura, and Tornos, and they are active in 8 Eastern European countries.
Well, that's actually quite an interesting story, and it all happened because of a lucky coincidence. I once went to their open house event in Slovenia together with our post-processor technician, just to see the machines they had on display and to see if there could be any potential or existing customers I could talk to. But in the end, I had lunch at the same table as Mr. Oswald, who is their international head of technology. I wasn't even trying to do a sales pitch. We just, I don't know, we were sharing experience like we all like to do in this sector. I told him how we operate in SolidCAM, and I got his interest. So we exchanged contacts. I sent a follow-up email. We set up a meeting with another SolidCAM management team members, with Ivan and Daniel. And I basically think it was a good start to a very successful cooperation.
Wow, this brought us a lot of work. I mean, they gave us a lot of fleets, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Sometimes some things come in from unexpected places.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So again, your story about about TechSim Open House event and the conversation with Mr. Oswald is fascinating. What do you think made that interaction so impactful, and how did you approach it? I mean,
Well, as I said before, I wasn't trying to establish a cooperation, so I was a bit surprised how fast everything was starting to happen. After that lunch, when we exchanged contacts and I sent the email, we immediately had the meeting. And at that meeting, Mr. Oswald told me one thing I didn't even remember. And he told me, I said that what's special about us is that SolidCAM is trying to be and is going to be the #1 CAM system in the world for
which
every
is true,
customer,
which is
every
true.
CNC machine. So this is something that we share values with them because they also want to provide a complete solution for their customer. And this is where I got his intrigue. And after that, with Daniel's magic in his demos, everything was in the past and successful.
What kind of demo did Daniel do? It was Milton, Swiss. What did he do?
Everything from 2D milling to Swiss type to advanced mill turn to simultaneous
Really?
machining. We had to show we cover all of their machines, and we are basically one of the only CAM systems in the market that can do that because of our amazing Swiss type solution.
Wow. Okay, I know that Daniel is a great demonstrator. Once we were in Japan in Citizen, and Daniel there was making his great demonstration. And afterwards, one of the guys, the technical guys in Citizen, he got up and he said, "Unfortunately, we use Esprit." So that was really funny. Okay.
Yeah, I
So,
can believe that.
yeah. Okay, so you mentioned that SolidCAM aims to be the best CAM solution for every machine shop, not just advanced mill turn. How does this vision shape your day-to-day operations?
Well, that's an easy answer. We don't target a specific portion of machining market. Every company that does any kind of machining is our potential customer. We have a great solution that grows with the customer's needs, and I've heard it many times from a lot of our customers. Before SolidCAM, we were only doing 2D work, and after we saw how easy it is to program in SolidCAM, we started taking on more difficult jobs, and we've grown because of that, and they are starting to buy more advanced modules, and we all grow up together. And this is what is our vision. Let us all grow together and be more successful.
So what you're saying is the ease of use of SolidCAM plus the advanced modules make it what it is today.
Yes, because it's funny. People used to say if the interface of the software is easy, then it's not advanced. And SolidCAM is the only one in the market who's proved that wrong.
Absolutely. It was always very important for Emil to make the user interface very easy. It was and it still is. The more we advance, the more it stays easy. So that's a great thing about the software. Okay, so you are a certified SolidWorks expert and professional. How has your knowledge of SolidWorks influenced your approach to SolidCAM or CAM software? How do you see the integration between SolidWorks and SolidCAM benefiting your customers?
Well, SolidCAM and SolidWorks were the first systems I ever used and the only ones. So basically, because of that, I really can't understand how anybody prefers a standalone CAM system. I haven't seen a company that never faces design model changes during manufacturing process, or even having many similar parts with different dimensions. I mean, for us, it's easy. Having a CAM system seamlessly integrated into your CAD, that's something everybody should take advantage of because it saves loads of time. You can get the new G code in just a few clicks. But with the power of this associativity, we often forget another very important thing. Having a CAD system at your hands is crucial when programming advanced simultaneous 5-axis jobs or even 3D freeform surfaces, because you always have to draw some additional geometry, surfaces, change the model. And without having those tools, I can't even imagine how programmers do that, because I don't know. I would feel like I only have one hand.
Wow. 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 Okay. Okay, so in your LinkedIn post, you expressed excitement about SolidCAM joining forces with Titans of CNC and Tornos. Tell me more about that. What is that for SolidCAM's future?
Oh, let's put it like that. Titans of CNC is an interesting topic. They had a lot of admirers, but also quite a decent number of haters, actually, from what I saw, because people say they don't do actual machining jobs. But it doesn't matter which one you are. You have to admit one thing. They are the biggest influencers in CNC machining sector, and they are working towards a great purpose. They want to share as much knowledge to the world as they can and make machining more popular everywhere.
Right.
Because international industry absolutely needs CNC machining. And seeing them use SolidCAM for their Swiss machining, and they are launching the Swiss Academy,
Right.
correct, in the near future, I'm really excited to see where it takes us and show people how easy it is to use SolidCAM, even for the most advanced machines.
Yeah, now they're working very closely with Greg Payton, our the manager of partners, and he is working very close with them with the Swiss Academy. Yeah. And what about Tornos? What?
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And with Tornos, it also is aligned with our new cooperation with TechSync, because they are also a Tornos machine reseller.
Right.
So the timing couldn't be more perfect, basically.
Right. So these three, SolidCAM, Titans of CNC, and Tornos. Absolutely. So how do you see the future of SolidCAM? How will it shape the future of CAM software?
Well, obviously, I believe SolidCAM is on its way to become the #1 CAM software in the world very soon. I think we will continue to implement amazing enhancements, of course, for our customers, helping them earn more money and be more successful. And that will also put pressure on our competitors, because they will need to get better if they want to compete with us. But most of all, I'm sure of one thing. SolidCAM will continue to develop where our customers will have growing needs, because we always listen to what their ideas of enhancements are, because we are customer-centric.
Absolutely. And in our summit in September, Emil is going to talk about new features. He's going to give a sneak peek into 2025, and he's going to talk about new features.
Well, I'm really excited about it. I love enhancements.
Okay, so you mentioned Emil's consistent messaging about SolidCAM, how it has become ingrained in the team. What do you think of that? He knows how to pass the message.
Yeah. Even when we talked before about our cooperation and how we managed to get that, I told this person that we are on our way to become the #1 CAM software in the world. And I don't even remember it, because it's something that is so deeply inside my mind. I've heard it so many times, it comes naturally. It's not something I use for the sales pitch, but I actually believe it, me personally. And I think it's contagious. I believe every SolidCAM reseller in the world feels the same way and is trying to share Emil's dream. And every day we are closer to that.
I want to tell you that everybody in SolidCAM believes it. When Emil says a SolidCAM customer is a lucky customer, he believes that. He really, really believes that people need SolidCAM, iMachining, Milturn, Swiss. He really, and we all really believe that. So, yeah.
I agree. I'm one of those people.
I know. Okay, so and you know what, Jernej? Because you agree, you can sell SolidCAM so well because you believe in what you're selling.
Exactly.
Okay, so what advice would you give to someone leading a team in a niche market like Slovenia? What strategies were effective for you?
Well, I was really lucky because my mentor, our former SolidCAM manager, Alex Kozek, but also our CEO, Jernej, who started SolidCAM business here in Slovenia, they taught me the most important thing. Customer comes first. Whatever you do, always take care of them. Never do something bad to them or prioritize new business. Because, operating in such a small country, news share extremely fast. And if potential customers are hearing you don't have great support or you're charging too much money, you will never able to be successful. But for me, there is also one even more important thing: build yourself a great team. I mean, we are talking here about my success, but it is not my success. It is our success. I have an amazing team around me.
How many
I mean,
people?
it's only 6 people, but we
Okay.
are reaching great results. And I recommend the same to everybody. Invest in experts for technical support, for post processors, and the success will just come because customers talk to each other, and this is the best marketing you can have. A potential customer hearing from one of your happy clients how you implemented the most complex machine and have the best technical support. This is something you cannot reach with marketing. I know that our story is very often based on exceptional work of our post-processor technician, and everybody in our small country has heard of him. So basically, this is what I recommend to everybody. Basically, be better than everybody else. That's easy.
Yeah, you're right. In a small market, word of mouth, it's very important because one tells the other. You're right. I didn't think of that. Okay, let me ask you the last question that I ask all my interviewees. How is it working with Emil?
Oh, Emil, I simply love working with Emil. And even in this sentence, you can see why. He is the number one in the number one CAM system in the world, and you never get the feeling you are working for Emil, but that you are working with Emil.
Wow, what a compliment. Yeah.
I really admire his passion, and I'm always happy to chat with him, even at 11 p.m. on a Saturday on Skype. It's not a problem because it's not a work distraction for me on a weekend, but an opportunity to pick his brain and be present in making of the history, basically. He definitely is one of the role models in the business world because who else you've seen giving out his phone number and telling everybody to call him anytime?
Yeah. People call him at 12 o'clock at night and he answers. I say, Emil, it's 12 o'clock. He doesn't care. Yeah, Emil is so passionate. Yeah.
But not only Emil, I have to extend this to everybody and to all the other members of the family, to you, Linda, Natalie, David, and everybody else in the SolidCAM community, because my opinion is SolidCAM is not a company, but a huge family
It is.
with members all around the world. And I just love this feeling.
Well, Jernej, thank you so much for the compliment. And thank you for this podcast. It was great.
Not a problem, Linda. Always an honor to talk with you.
And we'll see you soon in September.
See you in September. We'll be there. I can't wait.
In the Oktoberfest in Rosenheim, we'll have a ball. Thank you.
True.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Linda.
Bye-bye.